time. Something has got to happen because we can no longer go down the path that we're going down. This country won't last another 6 months. This country won't last another 12 months if something doesn't happen. So it's time to flip the switch. It's time to get involved. It's time to move the line forward. And if you're not part of the solution, then you're part of the problem. So I don't care what flip the switch is. I don't care if that means that all of this nonsense is nonsense, or if some of it's true. All right. Welcome, Warriors, World Patriots, my fellow Americans. My name is Mike. I'm the host of Liberty Warrior. Give me liberty or give me death. When tyranny becomes law, rebellion becomes duty. It is the first day of the week. It's Monday, April the 18th, 2022. April is already halfway over. We're on our way to May. Hopefully better weather. And I hate to complain about spring weather here in Idaho. It's been snowing for a week and a half now. Some rain. Some sunshine, but we need the moisture. We definitely need the moisture here, but it's just hard to get outside and do a few things you want to do on the weekend when you have that type of weather. It was, I believe, Saturday morning. We had about 4 inches of snow before 11 a.m. I left town. I think rain came, and by the time I got back later that evening, around 8 o'clock, the snow was completely gone. It melted away. The temperatures came up. I think rain kind of melted a little bit of it as well. So, it's not bizarro weather by any means. It's just normal spring weather here in Idaho. It just gets frustrating and sometimes depressing when you look outside and there's 4 inches of snow on the ground and you wanted to go have fun. So, anyway, welcome to the show tonight. There's quite a few things to talk about. Of course, congratulations to all the coin winners, all the coffee mugs and t shirt winners. As of last Wednesday night when we had the show, we had the big announcement for us being now on Frank's Speech. If you guys haven't checked that out yet, jump over to Frank's Speech. A lot of great information over there. A lot of great different TV and podcasts over there. A lot of great Patriots, and these Patriots are all coming under one banner, the Mike Lindell banner, and they're all lifting one another up, supporting one another. A lot different than here on YouTube. So I'm proud to be part of that. I know the team's proud of being part of that, and so we were excited to launch that Wednesday night and to put that out there to all you guys. We have several shows up. A lot of them you probably already seen if you watch us here on YouTube. But for those of you over there on Frank's Speech that catch us later in the day or the next day, if you guys want to see the live version of this, you'll have to jump over here on YouTube or on Facebook. You can find us on Facebook at Liberty Warrior Nation, or you can find us here on YouTube at Liberty Warrior Nation Channel 2. So for those of you at Frank's Speech, if you want to catch the live version, you can hop over here at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Monday through Thursday. So, yeah, real proud of that. If you guys want to help out Mike Lindell, if you want to help out My Pillow, if you want to help out Liberty Warrior Nation here, LWN, you can go to mypillow.com. You can order your stuff through there, and you can save up to 66% by using code LWN. Yes, that does help out this channel. So if you want to support us, that's a good way to do it. I got all of my stuff that I ordered. I believe it was Monday or Tuesday of last week. It actually showed up on my doorstep Friday or Saturday. So I just got to say this real quick. I know it's a plug for Mike Lindell, and I don't care because I got to tell you, I'm always skeptical about everything, and I hear a lot of great stuff about his products. And so I ordered them. I got the bed sheets, I got the bath towels, I got the slippers, and I got the pillows. And so I'm here to tell you the bed sheets are worth every penny. The bed sheets, I love them. I'm going to order some more. I'm going to throw all my other bed sheets in the trash. I'm not kidding. Um, the difference between those Giza sheets and what I bought at Walmart or wherever I got those other bed sheets is night and day. So those are going in the trash. I'm now a proud owner of the Giza sheets. The slippers, very comfortable. I love them. I used to buy Red Wing slippers for the last few years. I've had those, so I really enjoyed those. The pillow, there's different forms of the pillow. You can get super soft, you can get medium, and you can get the bigger one, harder one. And I went with the medium. It's not my style, so I'm gonna try the softer one. But thank you, Shane, for the super sticker. Appreciate it. I love the pillow. It just doesn't. It's not what I like. So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and try the softer one and see what happens. Donate your old sheets. I don't know. I don't know if anybody would want those. So anyway, Mike Lindell, mypillow.com. It's up on the screen. It'll pop up every now and again. You can use the code LWN. I know a lot of people last week already ordered, and I appreciate that you guys supporting us. Thank you, Shane Phelps, for the super sticker. Thank you for all the super chats last Wednesday. That really helps out. I've gotten some things in the mail as well, so I won't say the last name. But thank you, Martha, for your kind gift and donation as well. I appreciate that. Plus, we got a coin 2 weeks ago in the mail that we gave away one of the coins Wednesday night from one of our viewers who sent in the coins. So that was great. Thank you, Orange Tractor Gal. I appreciate the super sticker. And the other great news that we put out last week is all of the ladies V-neck T-shirts have been ordered. They emailed me today for confirmation on that. So I got to call them tomorrow and just verify that the screen print looks good. And so once I verify that tomorrow, all of the ladies' tees, the V-necks that you guys have been ordering through the website. Those will be produced, and he told me I should have them within 14 to 21 days. So here in a couple weeks, I should have them in my hands, and I'll get those out in the mail. For all you guys have been patiently waiting for those, I think they're going to be great T-shirts. I know some of you have already received your T-shirts that we've sent out. Some of you won some T-shirts Wednesday night, so those will go out in the mail this week too with the coffee cups. And so anyway, merchandise. It's a big deal to try to help us support this channel here. And I appreciate all you guys who support us and put your stickers in your back window and buy the coffee cups and T-shirts and all that stuff. It's really, really helpful to keep this thing going. And I like it because it just gets the word out for the channel too. If you guys want to support the channel, what better way of doing that than wearing one of our T-shirts? And when somebody asks you, well, what's that T-shirt? You can share it. So it's just truly amazing. All right. Here's another bit of news that I want to tell you guys. I'm pretty excited about this. One of our own LWN family members, it looks like, is going to throw his name in the hat. So tonight, I'm announcing Frank Lopez Jr. is going to be on Tuesday night with a border update here at LWN. And LWN wants to support him running for the 23rd U.S. congressional seat as an independent in Texas. So when he comes on tomorrow night, I'm going to give him the platform here to let him put his message out. I'm telling you right now, Frank Lopez Jr., he is a great American, a great patriot. He's been on the show several times to update us on what's going on in the southern border and our southern border crisis. But Frank, he's talked about it off air with me a couple times. He thought about doing it, and I guess he's went ahead, him and his wife, and they have made that decision that he's going to throw his name in the hat and he's going to run as an independent for the 23rd U.S. congressional seat out of Texas. So I'm excited to support this guy. I'm absolutely 100% behind Frank Lopez Jr. Thank you. Thank you, Shane Phelps, for the super sticker. Appreciate it. So, tomorrow night, you're not going to want to miss it. He's going to give us an update on what's going on the southern border. But I'd also like to hear, and I'll ask him some serious questions on how he's going to navigate his way through that congressional seat and how he's going to help make a difference here in America. And I have all the faith in Frank that he's going to, one, put God first, two, he's going to put his family second, and third, his country, and he's going to do a fabulous job. So that's exciting news. You guys share that out. We want to give Frank all the support we possibly can. So I hope that's all the updates that I have. And tonight we're going to talk about a few things that's in the news that I found. Some of it's disturbing, some of it's kind of more of the same, and some of it is a little bit hilarious. So let's start off with the hilarious stuff right out the gate. Let's talk about yesterday and the Easter Bunny. And let's talk about how the Easter Bunny interrupts Joe Biden while talking about Afghanistan. He interrupts Joe Biden while talking about Afghanistan, and the Easter Bunny becomes Joe Biden's newest White House handler. President Joe Biden was interrupted by the Easter Bunny at the White House on Monday. Biden was on the south lawn of the White House for the Easter egg roll when he wandered off and started talking to people. As the president started commenting about Afghanistan and Pakistan at the Easter egg event, a costumed staffer rushed up to him and started waving its hand to interrupt him. Whew. The costume bunny featured redirected the president to the Easter rollout event. Biden's press assistant, Angela Perez, posted a picture of the bunny on her social media account. This is the most ridiculous thing I think I've ever seen in my entire life. I mean, when in United States history, when the Easter Bunny ever had to apprehend a president and turn him back to the event he's supposed to be part of and tell him that he's not supposed to be speaking to the people? Don't be talking about that. You're gonna make an ass out of yourself. Uh, I mean, I looked at that article. Thank you, Carly, I appreciate the super sticker. I looked at that article and I read down through it. And I have to say, as an American, as a patriot, he definitely is embarrassing. He makes us all look a fool. Um, when you talk about what's going on over in Ukraine, with Russia and Ukraine, they don't fear this guy. They have no respect for him. Um, and China is now talking about moving into Taiwan. Korea is shooting off ballistic missiles, testing and upgrading their nuclear capabilities. So, on a serious note, having this guy claim that he is the president of the United States is really concerning for me. It's for a fact that he is not driving this administration. You know for a fact that he is not the one behind what's going on. When the Easter Bunny himself has to go over there and herd the president back to the Easter egg rollout, um, you have to ask your question: what is going on, and who is really operating this government right now? Is it a white hat? Is it a black hat operation? Heck, I don't know. Is it Obama? I don't know. It's definitely not Joe. You're absolutely right. Joe is a puppet. So we need to get to the bottom of these answers or these questions. We need to get answers for these questions because we still have 3 more years of this nonsense. Whether you believe Trump's coming back or not, if he doesn't, we have 3 more years of this nonsense. This dumpster fire, this absolute embarrassment. It's an embarrassment. I mean, if this would have happened to Trump, if this would have happened to George Bush, if this had happened to Reagan, Congress would have had a special session and would have immediately enacted the 25th Amendment. That's no doubt. They would immediately enacted the 25th Amendment and said this guy is not qualified to be president of the United States. He's not mentally capable of doing the job, and we need to replace him immediately. But here we are, 2022. This shell of a man, this wandering, ice cream eating, hair sniffing, pudding in his pants guy is supposedly still the president of the United States. I don't buy it. I don't buy it for 1 second. Jeff B and I have talked multiple times the last week, and we keep coming back to the fact of why has he not done an address to the nation behind the resolute desk in the most powerful office in the world, which is the Oval Office? Why is he continuously giving press conferences out of a studio across the street? Now, those are questions that I ask. I know a lot of you think you have all the answers to that, and you may have, but I'm still asking those questions. Why is this administration on a studio set putting out press releases? I want that question answered. I'm sure you all do too. But this is the reality that we live in today. Let's talk about some more stuff. Let's talk about Bill Barr. Bill Barr media are largely an extension of the Democrat Party. So here's my next question. And we all know it to be fact. We all know that the lamestream media is just an extension of the Democrat Party. We know that it is an absolute 100% guaranteed propaganda machine. We know they spin narratives. We know they push narratives. We know that they are completely in the pocket of the Democrat Party. We know that anytime that there is a mass shooting, they spin all kinds of narratives about going after the Second Amendment. And even Bill Barr is coming out saying that they are an extension of the Democrat Party. What are your thoughts on that? I know we all believe it. I know we all know it. How are we going to address this issue? How are we going to make a difference going forward, moving forward? And I think the key to that, a piece of that puzzle, is here at LWN and other places. Mike Lindell, Frank's speech, Frank's Social was launched on Friday. Frank's Social is supposed to be um, the new basically Facebook type of thing. Now, is it going to be 100% effective right out the gate? I think there's going to be some bugs that are going to have to be worked out, like any new software. If you remember, Parlor kicked off late last year, and it was, in my opinion, Parlor was a great platform. Problem is their servers were tied into Amazon or one of those big companies, and of course, because the left didn't like the message that Parlor was allowing, they shut the servers down. It was total chaos, a total collapse of Parlor. And Parlor has not been the same since. So Frank's speech, Frank's Social, and True Social are coming to the forefront. And they're coming to the forefront very loud and very proud and at a fast, fast pace. Now, I've been on Frank's speech now for the last couple of weeks, and I'm here to tell you there is a lot of great information on there. All the different hosts, the different shows, the different channels, the podcast, the TV links, Mike Lindell himself, they're able to go on there and talk freely. They're able to talk about what happened in November of 2020. They're able to talk about the vacations without having to call them vacations. That's why LWN is headed that direction. We're going to jump over there and we're going to be able to talk very frank about everything that's going on. We're not going to have to talk in code. I'm not going to have to give my wonderful guest a list of words you can't say on air when we're on YouTube. So, in my opinion, I believe that's going to be the focus of our future. Is we're going to get away from lamestream, and they're hitting some of their lowest numbers yet. CNN is bombing big time right now. Nobody listens or watches to CNN anymore. NBC, CBS, ABC, Fox News is taking a big hit. And so as we move forward in this movement, you guys, I just ask you to really give Frank's speech a try, give it an honest try, let them work through some of the bugs that they're working through. They have a whole army, a whole team of people that are absolutely wonderful. Every time I have an issue with uploads or anything about getting our content over on Frank's speech, the team reaches out to me via email, sets up a meeting with me, walks me through, helps me. Great group of people. I'm telling you, the people over at Frank's speech are amazing, amazing people. Nothing like what you see and hear on YouTube each and every day. Totally different group of people. And Frank's Social, I haven't been on it yet. They sent that to me 2 weeks ago to try it for the first time before it went public. It may just take a little bit of getting used to. But Frank's Social, check it out, sign up for it, get over there. We're on Frank's Social as well. So, everybody keeps talking about taking Facebook down. Well, here's our opportunity. Mike Lindell's given us that opportunity. Let's talk about Disney. Let's talk about the LGBTQ, RSTV, WXYZ, that group. So Disney is now labeling Tinkerbell and Captain Hook as potentially problematic and negative stereotypes. Ursula from the 1989 movie The Little Mermaid also raised concerns of racism and homophobia. There is a group of people that are marching on Disney right now. They're protesting right now. They're blocking roads. They're blocking people from going into Disneyland. They're out there protesting. They're boycotting Disney. This is a big uproar right now on what's going on in America, and I think rightfully so. I did a piece today. I was reading down through the article. Thank you, Shane Phelps. Appreciate the super sticker. I was reading down through the article, and it talks about drag queens having a Story time with our kids. Kindergarten, first grade, second grade, preschool, drag queens, or transgenders, or any of those group of people that come into our schools. And in my opinion, they groom and they confuse our young children. And it is attack on America. We're under attack right now, but they're attacking our children as parents, as grandparents. It's time for us to no longer stick our heads in the sand and to get along, go along to get along. It's time for us to really stand up when our children need us the most. Because the one thing that I will not be able to live with for the rest of my life is to have my children come to me or my grandchildren and things change in such a way that it's so horrible to grow up in America that they come to me and they say, Papa, Dad, what did you do during this time? When we needed you most, where were you? I don't want to say I was sitting in front of a TV screen worrying about what the next white hat move was or when the next time Jeff B was going to be on. I want to be able to tell them, well, I got involved. I called my local representatives. I went and I protested. I wrote letters. I sent emails. I got on LWN. I put the information out there for everyone else to hear and to see. I organized groups. And we fought for you guys. We fought for our children. We fought for our grandchildren. We are under attack in America. They're going after our little ones. They're trying to push this gender identity. They're trying to push gender reassignment on a 5-year-old. You heard me. I didn't stutter. They're doing this to our 5-year-old children and grandchildren. Gender identity ideology, gender reassignment, hormone treatment. And finally, some of the courts around America, I've seen several of them at the state level. I think it's 22, 23 states now are pushing back saying, no, the governors are signing bills into action. Bills into action. They're not allowing transgenders to compete in women's sports. Hallelujah. Praise God. Thank you. It's not fair that women are being attacked right now. They're being attacked by males. They're being attacked by biological males claiming to be women, and they're invading women's sports at the high school level, at the college and collegiate level, and people are fighting back. And I think that's truly amazing. There are governors out there at the state level that are signing bills into action that any doctor who prescribes gender re-identification, any kind of gender treatment, any kind of hormone blocker or hormone boosters are now going to be cited, indicted, arrested, and convicted as a felon. And I think that's so important as Americans that we stand up while we're under attack. Our children need us, folks. They need us at every level. Common Core is another attack on America. It's another attack on our children. Have you ever sat down with your child at the dinner table and tried to help them through their Common Core math? Have you ever sat down with your grandchildren, with your child, with anybody in your family that's going through school right now and tried to comprehend Common Core math? It's ridiculous. And that's how they're attacking our children. They're attacking America. They're trying to dumb us all down. And if we don't fight now, if we're all sitting on the couch waiting for Trump to come back, if we're all sitting on the couch waiting for somebody else to do the work for us, we're going to lose this fight. And then how are you going to look your children in the face? How are you going to look your grandchildren in the eye and tell them, well, sorry, I was told that this was all going to be over on April the 24th, that this was just going to magically stop and something was going to magically happen. Not I. I can't do that, folks. I'm no longer going to stand on the sideline and wait for that to happen. Let's talk about some more federal judges and federal rulings. This is frustrating for me because even though the judge has ruled this, we all know what the current administration is going to do. They're still going to push the narrative. So, a federal judge in the Biden airplane mask mandate illegal. President Joe Biden, his mandate on federal airlines and airplanes is illegal. A federal judge ruled on Monday in the setback to the Biden's sickness agenda. One day after taking office, Biden issued Executive Order EO 13998, ordering the Centers of Disease Control and Prevention, the CDC, to develop a mask mandate, and for various and other federal agencies like the Federal Aviation Administration, the FAA, and the Transportation Security Administration, the TSA, to implement the CDC's decisions. EO 13998 also covered airplanes and other public transportations, such as buses. Thank you, V, for the super chat. Appreciate it. CDC issued its initial order on January 29th of 2021, pursuant to Biden's EO. Among other things, it requires also everyone ages 2 and up to wear this nasty thing on their face in airports and on airplanes, with certain narrow exceptions, such as between bites when they are eating. Now, I've seen video of parents being on a plane and they've got a toddler on their lap. This poor child is forced to have to put one of these things over their faces. And of course, the kid starts crying and causing a fit, and rightfully so. I mean, it's no different than the mother to sit there and put her hand over the kid's mouth the entire flight. And then you see the airline stewardess be so crude and so rude and so disingenuous and so uncompassionate for these parents. And they raise a big stink and they get on the intercom and they call security and they have this young couple ushered off the plane with their child. If you can't comply with our demands, you cannot fly. Shame on you. Shame on you, airline stewardess. Shame on you, pilots. Shame on you, ATF agents. Shame on you, airport staff. Shame on you. And you will receive your justice. It will come. Each and every one of you will get what's coming to you. Pilots are standing up. Stewardess are standing up. Lawsuits are starting to become filed. We've had pilots here on LWN on the podcast talk freely about the fights that they're in. They talk freely about the health issues that they see with these mandates. They talk about freely on Podbean what's in jeopardy when a pilot has to put one of these things over their face. It's the fight that we're in. We're under attack, folks. America is under attack. Our families, our pilots, our airline stewardess, our teachers. Thank you, Tennessee Ridge Runner, for the super chat. Appreciate it. So this young couple is ushered off the plane. And I'm sorry, folks, if I was on that plane, one, I'm not going to wear those things on my face unless I was in dire need to make it from A to B at such a rapid pace that I didn't have any other option. But I can tell you this, if I was on that plane, I sure wouldn't have been quiet, because this is the battleground. This is the fight that we're in. And I would have stood with that family and I would have said, you know what? No, not here. I think everyone on that plane should have took their mask off. I think everyone on that plane should have exited that plane and should have said, we're not flying until you let this young couple on. So a federal judge has now said that this is illegal. But we all know what this administration and what lamestream media is going to do. They're going to flip it. They're going to turn it. They're going to twist it. They're going to push a narrative. And this administration is going to tell these airline companies that they need to still push this agenda. Just like he has when federal judges have said that OSHA has no right to force people to wear any kind of face covering at their place of employment. This administration doubled down on it and said, don't listen to the federal judges. We want you to continue this attack on America. This is the fight we're in. Let's talk about Elon Musk. I know there were some questions in chat. Elon has been in the news cycle for a couple of weeks now. A judge, Elon Musk, infamous tweets about taking Tesla private were false. What's that all about? Does it really matter? Recent court filings show that late on Friday, a judge ruled that the Tesla CEO, Elon Musk, knowingly lied when he tweeted about a deal to take Tesla private in 2018. The infamous funding secured tweet landed Musk in hot water with securities regulators and his own shareholders. Now, he's been in the news on and off, well, pretty much every day for the last about 7 to 10 days news cycle. And there's talk of him actually trying to buy Twitter from Dorsey for $43 billion. I think it's $43 billion. What happens if Elon Musk completes that business deal, that business transaction? CNBC reports that the court filing made last Friday is in relation to an ongoing case between shareholders suing Tesla and the CEO, Elon Musk, over alleged securities fraud. Showed that a ruling had been made in relation to Musk's statements about taking the company private. Is this another distraction? What's really going on with Elon Musk? Some people believe he's a white hat. Some people believe he's a black hat. Some people believe he's a gray hat. I don't care what color hat he wears, to be honest with you. I just want to see what direction he's going to take Twitter. Is he going to purchase Twitter? And is he going to fire people? And is he going to turn Twitter back into a free speech platform? I don't know. Sure is a lot going on in the news about him. Tesla stockholders asked judge to silence Musk in fraud case. A group of Tesla shareholders sued CEO Elon Musk over some 2018 tweets about asking the company about taking the company private and asking the federal judge to order Musk to stop commenting on the case. This was 3 years ago. And they're trying to bring this stuff up. Me personally, I think this is a distraction. I think it's them trying to take the light off of what he's about to do with Twitter. I really think that he's going to purchase Twitter. I think he's got the money to do it. I think Dorsey is going to want out. He looks like a ragged mess. He looks like a dumpster fire. He looks like he could really use maybe one of those really fine Gillette razors like I use sometimes. Maybe some Remington trimmers, trim that beard of his up, get a nice clean shave, maybe get a hot bath. He looks ragged. He looks really, really ragged. He looks like selling Twitter to Elon Musk could be the best decision that guy's made in a long time. Are they going after our First Amendment? Are we going to protect that First Amendment? Is that what Elon Musk's task is that his ultimate goal is to take Twitter away from the black hats, if that's what you want to call them, and to return Twitter to its original state, which was a free speech platform. If you think about it, Islamic terrorists have more free speech on Twitter than the president of the United States. Yeah, the president of the United States, Donald J. Trump. He was censored. They censored a president. They're still censoring the president of the United States. They censor people like me. They censor people like you. But yet, they will allow terrorists to come on Twitter and say awful things, make claims. So, what is Elon Musk really doing? I don't know, but I find it very, very interesting, and I'm going to pay attention. Thank you, Gerald, for the super chat. Appreciate it. Piss on must take down Twitter. Um, I hope he does take down Twitter. I hope that he purchases it. I hope that Dorsey goes bye bye. I hope that's just the beginning of what we're about to see happening. That's what I hope. I hope it's just the beginning of what is about to happen. Who's next on the chopping block? Who's next? Did you guys see some of the things that have been circulating before I get to one of these last headlines here that I want to talk about tonight? That I want to warn you guys about. There's some things that I want to warn you about tonight. The attack on America, so stay tuned. Have you guys seen the photos that are circulating Facebook? I know some of you don't take part in Facebook. I do. It's a platform that we get our message out on. God has truly blessed us on Facebook. That's all I'm going to say. Thank you, Sherry Berry, Colorado, for your membership. I appreciate that. Those memberships are $2.99 a month. Any channel that you guys subscribe to, that puts you in the drawing every month for the coin giveaway. If you guys want to know how you qualify for that, well, it's any membership. It's $2.99 a month. Any membership on any channel gets you qualified in any super chat that you guys put in there. If you guys do a 99-cent super chat, it qualifies you. Any chat. Just a lot of stuff going on. But this photo going around on Facebook, and I said it today on Headline Hits. I cannot verify the photo. I don't know if it's photoshopped. I don't know how old of a photo it is. I don't know its origin. But I've seen a couple of my friends on Facebook post a photo of Mr. Hair Sniffer Ice Cream Cone putting in his pants himself. It looks like he's got very little clothing on. Could it be him at a family gathering at a swimming pool? And he's got swimming trunks on. I have no idea. I didn't get to see that far. But it doesn't look like he's wearing a shirt. Is that photoshopped? Is that somebody transposing his head on somebody else's body? I don't know. But he is engaging in conversation with, again, I can't see her face. I'm not there. I'm not there in the photo. I can't ask for ID. I don't know how old or how young this young lady is, but she definitely looks young. Is that photoshopped? I don't know. But the claim is that this photo is coming off of the laptop of his son. That's why I'm bringing it up. There's a lot of talk about Hunter Biden's laptop and the things that are coming off of his laptop. Now, the allegation is this photo is coming off of that laptop. What are your thoughts on that? What have you guys heard in your circles, in your digging things up? I'm not going to jump to any conclusions and say, oh, That's the real photo. That's a real photo. That's it. Do I think it's possible? Absolutely. Absolutely, I think it's possible. Absolutely, I think that this man had a lot to do with Hunter Biden, with his dealings on foreign soil, China, Ukraine. I absolutely believe he was involved. This photo, I'm not 100% sure. I don't know. I do not know. But those things are starting to circulate. Those things are starting to come out. Check it out, folks. Go to mypillow.com. Check out the wonderful merchandise that Mike Lindell has on his website. Um, you can't go wrong. You're supporting a great American, a true patriot. He's fighting what happened on November of 2020. You guys use promo code LWN. You'll save up to 66%. He is at the tip of the spear in fighting what happened in 2020, in November of 2020. He's out there dumping money into lawyers, money into investigations. He has built an entire team to go after the dark side. And we need to support this guy when it makes sense for you, when you have the opportunity to do that, when you want to purchase something that is good quality, give it as a gift or for yourself. You can go to mypillow.com, save up to 66% putting in code LWN. America's under attack, folks. I'm going to talk about what's going on in the Democrat Party next. I'm going to let you guys know what it is that they're planning on doing. We're under attack. We got to fight back. We have to quit buying from Walmart. We have to quit buying from all these big box stores. We got to stop funding Vanguard. We got to stop funding BlackRock and Main Street. All these big corporations are taking the money we spend buying their products, shopping in their stores, and they use it against us. And I'm going to tell you how they're going to use it here in just a minute. I'm going to tell you what their midterm plan is. And they're using the money that you go and spend at Walmart each and every week. Even when you go to the mom and pop stores and you buy Colgate, you buy Crest, you buy Johnson and Johnson, you buy all these products that these people have controlling interest in stock in all these companies. And they turn around and they use that money against us. That's why I've teamed up with Mike Lindell. That's why I support Mike Lindell and his Patriot movement. That's why I created LWNFlipTheSwitch.com, is to give you guys more information on how you can fight it back against this evil, how you guys can find products that are made here in America, 97% made in America, distributed by a patriot-owned company. Each and everything that we do is part of our battle plan to fight back and take America back, because America is under attack. Quit spending your money at these places. Every dollar you spend is a vote. Every dollar you spend sponsors BLM, sponsors Antifa. Quit spending it there. Find other outlets. More than just LWNFlipTheSwitch.com. There's other patriot companies out there that you can purchase from them. They're out there. Mike Lindell also has another store. I think it's called My Store. I'm not 100% sure. I know that we're going to put our merchandise in that store here very soon. But he has also started another webpage where you can go to that webpage and you can shop Patriot-owned businesses. I think it's pretty interesting. This is part of us taking our country back. Fighting this evil with our dollars. Fighting this evil by buying silver and not allowing them to take that over. And a lot of us already have. A lot of us have already made that switch. So here's their plan. Here's their plan. This was just in the headlines this evening. Democrats look to fund effort to elect local election supervisors. Now, let's just pause for just a minute there and let that set in. What did I just say? Democrats look to fund, F-U-N-D, an effort to elect local election supervisors. You're saying, well, Mike, there's nothing I can do about it. They're going to fund it anyway. Well, you're damn right they will, especially if you keep buying from Walmart and you keep funding Vanguard, BlackRock, and the rest of them. That's why I consciously made a decision to quit doing that. That's why I created LWNFlipTheSwitch.com, because I got away from all that crap. You can say whatever you want to say about it. I really don't give a rip, because I know for a fact every night when I lay my head on my pillow and I go to sleep, I know that I've spent my money in the right place. I know that I'm not funding those people to turn around and fund the next episode coming in 2022 in November. So let's read further in this article. Democrats are reportedly looking to raise $80 million to fund a 3-year, a way down the ballot effort to find, train, and support candidates for local offices in charge of election administration. We're under attack, and we fund the enemy each and every day. $80 million that they're going to fund a movement where they cross America and they find the right people to put in the right spot for elections. I'm trying to warn you guys. I'm putting it out there for you. Take the information, do with it what you will. Throw it in file 13, forget about it, think I'm a conspiracy theorist. It's right there in the article. It's telling you what the game plan is before they even do it. So how are we going to combat that? How are we going to fight that? Consciously make a decision. Start tonight. Say, you know what? I'm no longer going to fund these SOBs. I'm going to support these Patriot-owned companies. I'm going to get in the fight. Even if you're on a fixed income, you still have to buy toothpaste. Even if you're on a fixed income, you still have to buy household items. Quit spending it at Walmart. Spend it somewhere else. I don't care if you don't want to follow me to fliptheswitch.com. That's fine. Don't follow me there, but please quit spending that money at Walmart. Please quit funding BlackRock, Vanguard. They're everywhere. They're everywhere. Let's get in the fight. Let's do this together. Let's make the shift together. Because if we don't, folks, midterms of 2022 can be a replay of November of 2020. I don't fear it. I'm not freaking out about it. I'm just trying to put the information out there for you guys so you're aware of it, so that in your community, when they ask for volunteers, you will stand up and say, you know what? I want to be part of that. I want to get involved in this election. I want to be down there and count votes. I want to go down there and be a spectator. I want to do whatever it is that I can do to get involved at that level. That's what I'm asking you to do. Quit spending your money and supporting these people who are campaigning and creating movements against us, and get involved on whatever level you possibly can. Update on Jeff B. I see some comments in chat. I haven't talked to Jeff in a couple days. I think last time I talked to him was Thursday of last week. I've been pretty busy today. I did not reach out to him. He has not sent me any texts on anything going on lately. Usually he texts me almost every day if there's something going on he wants me to be aware of. More than likely, I will probably try to reach out to Jeff tomorrow sometime. But Jeff is doing fine. He's still in the fight. He's still in the game. He's just doing his thing, and he sends me information that he wants me to put out when he wants me to put it out. So Jeff's doing fine. More than likely, he probably got some snow in Ohio. But it would be nice to have the cigar man back on here soon. And it's not that I haven't asked, it's all in his timing. Well, folks, this is just unprecedented times. And when we should be uniting and joining together to fight tyranny, I see so many people that solely focus on differences and solely focus on tearing people down instead of us lifting one another up. Instead of us actually fighting the enemy, we fight amongst ourselves. And that's the worst thing that I can say the Republican Party is always part of. They attack one another and they turn their backs on one another, just like Mitt Romney, just like Liz Cheney, and they side with the Democrat Party. And you see it over and over and over again. And it's sickening to my stomach to see so many people that cross that line. Mitt Romney, Liz Cheney, those people need to be voted out. They need to be recalled, whatever the process is to get them out the quickest way possible. They should never finish a term at this point. Ever. If we vote somebody in this next midterm, 6 months down the road, they flipped, or they start doing things that we didn't vote them in there to do, we should immediately file a removal on them. Repeal, remove, whatever it takes. Start holding these people accountable. Because of you and I, if we are not the people that will hold them accountable, no one will. If we just turn our head and say, well, I don't want to get involved, who will? I agree, Todd. They all need a one-way ticket. Thank you guys over there on Facebook for joining us this evening. There's quite a few of you over there on Facebook. Really appreciate it. There's probably almost 60 people over there on Facebook. Tomorrow night, Frank Lopez Jr., we're going to get an update from a true American patriot. He's going to let us know what's going on the border, what the crisis looks like. I've been talking about it for weeks now, how they're predicting 500,000 illegals crossing our border every 28 to 30 days. We're going to hear it firsthand from Frank Lopez. He lives on the border. He reports on the border. If you guys want to find him, you can find him on Facebook at Frank Lopez Jr. Follow him. He puts out the truth. And the fact that he has decided to run for a congressional seat there in Texas, I believe it's the 23rd U.S. congressional seat. Listen, we have a lot of people in Texas listening to LWN. Please unite. Please support Frank Lopez Jr. Put this out for him. Tell everybody. Tell all your friends. Tell all your neighbors. Tell all your family. Hey, Frank's running for this seat here in Texas. We support Frank. We need to get him elected because it's people like Frank, it's people like you, it's people like me that are going to make the difference in this country. When America is under attack, we have to send warriors to Washington. We have to send warriors to Washington. Frank is definitely that warrior. So join us tomorrow evening, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube. Tomorrow morning, I have a Podbean with John Estabrooks. and Stephen H. You're not going to want to miss it. We had some pretty interesting information that came out last week. Watch the Water. I know these two gentlemen, these two men of God, have been probably digging really deep on bringing more information about Watch the Water, which we will be talking about tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on Podbean. You're not going to want to miss it. All right, folks, that's all I had for tonight. I appreciate all the super chats tonight. You guys really blew it up. I really, really appreciate that. It helps us operate this channel. It helps us get the word out. So thank you for that support. Thank you for all you guys who share this channel out, even if you can't afford the financial support. I appreciate the fact that you guys will share this out and try to invite people to come over here. And that is just as important to us. Don't forget Miles Franklin, info@milesfranklin.com. If you guys have any of your silver needs, silver jumped up to $26 today. If you guys haven't got any silver yet and you're thinking about it, Miles Franklin, Andy and his team are great people. They can help you through it. Just to have a little bit in your safe at home, just to give you a little bit of security is not a bad idea. If you can't afford all that, then go to a local pawn shop, pick up a couple coins. If you can't afford that and you want to play here at LWN, drop us a 99-cent super chat and your name will go in the drawing for a silver coin at the end of each of one of these months. And we'll draw your name and then you'll get your silver coin. So thanks for helping. Thanks for supporting. We love y'all. I'll be back tomorrow morning on Channel 3. Tracy Q, keep me in line. Channel 3 for devotions, daily devotions with LW. All right, folks. Have a great evening. God bless. We'll see you on the next one.
Hoping for a sincere performance, but open to finding the moment, to finding out where I'm headed now. Looking for a sign of disaster, so I can make it there faster. I'm weighing the consequences out. I can see in all directions. It's all open to interpretation, but I see colors that are breaking from the other side, the other side. When I make mountains out of summer trails, when I buckle under all the details, I'll keep going till I make it to the other side, the other side. Can you tell me the secret of how you can take it or leave it? How you can blend in with the crowd? I'm so scared, so damn afraid to look. I'm so sick of talking. I'm wearing the words out, words out. I can see in all directions. It's all open to interpretation, but I see colors that are breaking from the other side, the other side. When I make mountains out of summer on the back of my